see it happen, that's something that I think a lot of people don't realize, not because of divorce, but I'm just talking about in the bigger sense of your marriage and your relationship is not just your own. So if I had to say one thing that I could say that they have to think about is my relationship is more than just me and my significant other, my partner.
It's you're standing before God.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think that a lot of people, think about that. Even, the merging of families.
Oh, yeah.
You have, this family and this family who have now come together. And then when you split, it's awkward. It's like,
Yeah.
who do we go to? Who do we get?
Am I still a part of this family environment? You've been getting together for years on the holidays. Now, all of a sudden, is that over? Then you throw some kids in the mix. Grandparents, just because you parents went their separate ways, how do you navigate that? So it doesn't just affect you.
Yeah. And I think that many couples know what they want in their relationship, or I'll say they know what they want their relationship to look like, but they struggle with the daily habits, that it takes to get them to that. What are some practical and everyday practices that couples can start implementing right now to create their own rich relationship?
I think the first thing is to have a good awareness of your own growth areas and strengths. I'm very much aware of the things that I bring to our relationship that can be very unhealthy. And so I'm constantly examining myself and I'm checking myself against the word of God. And when I look at something that the word says, I should let no corrupt communication come out of your mouth, be angry and sin not. I'm looking at those things for me. So I think that it's really important, especially as women of color, that we manage and navigate and are aware of the areas of ourself that need to grow, and that we don't put the responsibility for our happiness or our joy or our value or identity on another human being. Because I think that it's unrealistic to think that I'm going to get married and then all of those holes that were in my heart from my childhood are going to be erased because I say some vows. It's not. It takes time. And I think that unfortunately, again, going back to resilience, we don't give it time for God to work things out in us, for us to see what a 37-year marriage looks like, because in 15 minutes, I'm done. I'm over this. And so I think it's just understanding that we got to spend time. And like for me, I have to spend time with God every single day. I cannot go a day without reading the word and 10 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of worship, 10 minutes of praying. We need that every day. So that's one of the things I would say is really important to me as a woman with a very strong personality.
And I would say for the guys specifically, we're called to lead. The way that looks in our everyday life, whether it's on your vocation, whether it's in your family, especially in your relationship, everything starts with me. From the tone in the household to the leadership spiritually to the financial, all those things. Now, wifey or wifey may make more money at the same time, but I'm still ultimately responsible for my household. God is looking at me first. So I think one of the daily practices is to pray for my family constantly, continuously, consistently. That, and even if myself, if I know I'm short a little bit, or as a growth area of mine is leadership, that should be something that I'm seeking and pursuing and trying to get better at, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a book, whether it's a course, whether it's something, or reaching out. You can reach out to us. I don't say I got all the answers, but I'll share with you what I know.